Good afternoon. Thank you, Pela, for giving me the chance to explain how an ecocide law would be a powerful tool to learn to live in harmony with nature again. I mean, to respect this nature and the creation as a whole. The Earth system is based on a very complex set of exchanges, subject to rules in an extremely delicate and fragile balance. We are living species involved in this network of exchanges, whose balance we should maintain. But we act as hostile elements, not only with respect to our matrix, the Earth, but also between us. We are at war with life. We are biting the hand that feeds us all and close our eyes, eager for distractions, material accumulation and comfort, which gives us the illusion of existing. And so we create laws to protect the environment as if the Earth's ecosystem was external to us, independent, as if the health of our planet did not condition ours. At best, we impose some duties towards her on ourselves, but we do not respect its rights. I think it is time to recognize the current ecocide, the destruction of our common home. It is vital to recognize the rights of nature to exist, to thrive, and to flourish. Because if the conditions of life itself are threatened on Earth, how can we hope to ensure humanity's right to water, food, habitat, or health? And yet no decision maker can be accountable for destroying the conditions of life on the planet. And this should be seen as an international crime. It is urgent to force industrial activity to respect the limits that the planet offers us in order to remain hospitable, and to question the responsibility of managers and multinationals in the face of the current ecocide. Multinationals companies not only enjoy criminal impunity for serious environmental violation, but are also allowed to engage in activities that threaten global security, activities that are supported by the financial and political system. If the International Criminal Court's founding statute, the Rome Statute, within this statute, damage to the natural environment has so far been mentioned only in Article 8, defining war crimes. The ICC has been established in 2002 only to end impunity of the most serious crimes of concern to the international community. Crimes recognized under the statutes are war crimes, but also genocide, crimes against humanity, and the crime of aggression. But in September 2016, Fatou Bensouda, the ICC prosecutor at that time, expressed the wish to see the ICC jurisdiction extended to environmental crimes in peacetime, inviting us to take up a major legal challenge, stating that the protection of human rights and protection of the planet are intimately linked. If we want the Earth to remain habitable for future generations, we must also rethink the law in consideration of the long-term consequences of the deterioration of living conditions themselves, which requires to think beyond humanity alone. Human laws should agree to be integrated in a new remodeled scale of standards in order to protect first life, as we know it on Earth, which at the end will ensure the transgenerational human right to life. This is why the crime of ecocide should be recognized as a distinct crime and defined in such a way as to truly protect the climate, the remaining biodiversity on Earth, the soils we cultivate, the water we drink, the air we breathe. Recognizing ecocide as an international crime against the safety of the planet has become a moral imperative. That's why the Stop Ecocide Foundation took up this challenge in 2017 and started diplomatic lobbying. Vanuatu and the Maldives called for consideration of adding the crime of ecocide to the Rome Statute at the 18th meeting of the ICC Assembly of State Parties in 2019, followed by Belgium a year later. In late 2020, on the request of interested parliamentarians from governing parties in Sweden, the Stop Ecocide Foundation convened an independent expert panel for the legal definition of ecocide. It comprises 12 lawyers from around the world with a balance of backgrounds and expertise in international, criminal, environmental, and climate law. We worked together for 6 months, charged with preparing a practical and effective definition of the crime of ecocide. The panel was also assisted by outside experts and a public consultation that brought together hundreds of ideas from legal, economic, political, youth, faith, and indigenous perspectives from all over the world. The ecocide definition was unveiled on June 22, 2021, and marks a big first step in the global campaign's effort to prevent future environmental disasters. So here is the definition the panel proposed as defining ecocide. Ecocide is defined as unlawful or wanton acts committed with knowledge that there is a substantial likelihood of severe and either widespread or long-term damage to the environment being caused by those acts. This definition of ecocides offers the state parties to the Rome Statute the opportunity to meet current challenges. It offers a new and practical legal tool. Each term chosen has been defined to understand how the crime will be qualified. The panel recognizes that defining the environment or natural environment has proved to be quite challenging for international law. To date, there is no single agreed definition of these terms. So the panel decided to adopt an Earth-centered approach, taking into account that the criminal law may require greater clarity and specificity than might be the case in general environmental law context. So, for our limited purposes, therefore, the term has been defined as Earth System Science DAOs, encompassing the Earth and the interactions between its 5 main spheres, which interact in complex ways, but also the outer space. We have defined environment as the Earth, its biosphere, cryosphere, lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere, as well as outer space. Because we believe that we need an ecosystemic governance, it is vital to protect the Earth system as a whole by ensuring that none of its components are overexploited. Unlike the existing 4 international crimes, ecocide will be the only crime in which human harm is not a prerequisite for prosecution. Moreover, the Earth system becomes a subject of law. Thank you very much.